This past week, we learned that the queen is no more. Alright, guys. So let's talk about. I don't even know how to say it, but let's talk about like the queen's passing and how. Like, I won't be disrespectful, right? And to like the royal family and all that. Like, I won't give my honest opinions, but I know people have got a lot of mixed feelings about this, right? So I'm gonna talk about the queen and the system, right? And this thing is all like a system. Like, the queen was born into like a royal family, right? And she was taught key values of the royal family. Like, when they were young, they programmed her to think a certain way. So if she was racist, which I think she was, obviously this is something that she grew up with, right? She didn't go to normal school. She was like always like literally enclosed in a castle and stuff like that. And unfortunately, countries like Britain, I don't know, whichever way you want to pronounce it, they had nothing. They've got no natural resources. The climate there is literally terrible, guys. Like, climate there is the worst. It's cold, it's forever raining. There's not much going on in like there, right? So humankind, like the humans that used to live there, they had to explore, because if they're not gonna explore, they're not gonna live comfortably, right? They won't have resources, they won't have money, they're gonna be like a poor third world country. So they decided, you know what, we need to attain skills so that when we go to other places, like especially in Africa where there's like natural resources, we've got the skills to mine those resources and put them into use. Like, Africans, we didn't have the necessary skills for that because we were comfortable. Same thing with life. Like, we've got everything in Africa. We've got the best climate, we've got the best food, like everything here. Like, God literally blessed Africa, and this in turn didn't necessarily like need us to like explore other places, right? We were comfortable and we had our own kings and we had our own way of living, and we literally there was no person that was poor back in those days. No one was poor, everyone was comfortable. And the white British people, they took advantage of this. They're like, okay, look, these African people are comfortable, they've got nothing to lose, they've got everything. Like, they were blessed, God blessed them with everything. We've got the skills, so we can empower them, right? With the skill, like certain skill set, but we need to take away from the resources, right? And if we do this, the next generation, our next generation is gonna live a fruitful life. So the British people and the colonizers, they knew that, okay, for them to attain all the riches in Africa, they needed to corrupt our leaders, right? They needed to corrupt the leaders, because the leaders were people that were respected, our monarchies, people like, okay, I won't say it's like Shaka Zulu, like those kind of people. They were looked up, especially in tribes. They were like the head of the table, right? So if you corrupt them, you corrupt the whole tribe. And basically, this is how the system is designed. So you corrupt one key piece of the puzzle, the whole puzzle will crumble. So this is what they did. They knew that, okay, the kings, right, probably they were not satisfied with the riches that they had, right? They needed more cattle, they needed more wealth. And these colonizers, they promised them, like, look, if you can work with us, we will give you more power over your other leaders. We will give you everything you need. We will make you more rich. And greed is the root of all evil, guys. Because of greed, this is how we lost Africa. Now African leaders were like, we're gonna attain more power if we can work with these white people. So might as well work with them, right? So the white people are like, the only thing we need, right? We're gonna bring all the machinery, we're gonna bring all the infrastructure to you guys. We will build you guys infrastructure. We just need a piece of your land. We just need land so that we can build there. We take the natural resources, refine them, and then sell it back to you guys, right? But now what we don't understand, like, they're selling back our natural resources to us. Like, that doesn't make sense. It's like someone coming to your house, taking your cup, washing it, refining it, like maybe refining it, maybe putting a bit of art, and then selling it back to you. Like, why? Like, it doesn't make sense. So this is what happened. And obviously our leaders took this deal, and this is still happening today. Like China is still doing this to Africa, where they go to African countries and they're promising our leaders like, look, your country lacks resources, it lacks infrastructure, we can provide that, but we need a piece of your land, we need this land here so we can extract your natural resources in exchange for infrastructure. I mean, and African leaders, they just sign away this, and they're sending away our land. So obviously with the queen and them, right, the royal family, this is how they became rich. They became rich because not because of what the UK has, Britain, Britain. They don't have anything, even from the crown to whatever they built, it was all built with blood and sweat of slavery. Right? And our African leaders, they need to take part to blame in this, right? They also sold us out because now they didn't think about, oh man, the next 100 years, like the generation is gonna suffer because of the consequences and the greed that we are doing now. And this is what a lot of African leaders are still doing this. Like when you go to countries like Kenya and stuff like that, they signed away a lot of land to China, and China will be like, no, you've got all the time to pay it back, right? We're giving you like a 99 year lease or whatever deals, and like literally the next generation or the generations to come, they are gonna suffer so much just because of greed. It's crazy. Like, cutting this video abruptly because of load shedding. Our timetable is inconsistent. There were times we had no lights for like 18 plus hours. So yeah, it's really unpredictable. So I hope you guys enjoyed this week's upload. I might do a part 2, judging from either the comments, the likes, or the views this video gets. And yeah, if you're new here, welcome. Why don't you click subscribe, turn on the notification bell, because I do drop a new video literally every single Sunday and you don't want to miss it. I'll catch all of y'all in the next one. Peace.